Good evening, everyone, and thank you for tuning into SciTalks Chemistry Edition. My name is Michael McCracken, and I graduated from the University of Waterloo in 2002 with an honors degree in biochemistry, biotechnology option. I'm a process specialist at Algoma Steel in the Coal Mills Technical Department. I would first like to thank the Faculty of Science at the University of Waterloo for inviting me to speak as a SciTalker. I am truly honored to be on this panel, and I hope that each of you from around the world will be able to take something positive away from this event. I was born and raised in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, Canada, which is where my wife Megan and two children Matthew and Max call home. Megan is also a UW Faculty of Science graduate, and we met under the link. Growing up as a child in the Steel City, commonly referred to as the Soo, I was surrounded by family that worked at Algoma Steel. My great-grandfather, both grandfathers, my father, and several relatives retired from the plant, but none of them had a formal university education in science. So when I chose to study biochemistry, I did not anticipate or plan on becoming a fourth-generation steelworker. I remember talking to one of my professors, the late Dr. Kerry Bissonnette, about how fascinating and intricate the world of science is. He reassured me that UW would prepare me with practical skills. I believe my career on a high-paced industrial floor demonstrates how I've been able to apply theories, principles, and scientific methodology that I learned at UW to identify opportunities for improvement, resolve problems, and help my company thrive in a very competitive and demanding market. Algoma Steel has been a fully integrated Canadian steel producer since 1901. We proudly manufacture a full range of hot and cold roll steel sheet and plate products. We supply steel to automotive, construction, infrastructure, energy, defense, and manufacturing sectors. We are a key supplier to the National Shipbuilding Program, Henvey Inlet Wind Tower Project, and produce steel for the Blue Water Bridge, Rogers Center, and Pearson International Airport. Our armor plate was used in the military and Sault Ste. Marie's Tactical Transport Unit. From these diverse examples, I am sure you can appreciate the importance of science and the chemical composition of our steel. For more than 16 years, I have been very dedicated and passionate about the steel industry. I will always remember my first day, lacing up my work boots, driving onto the property wide-eyed, and walking down a long corridor to the chemistry lab in steelmaking. I took a moment to reflect on my family, friends, and education to help me get to this position. I felt confident that UW had prepared me for this opportunity to work with analytical equipment in a chemistry lab. Working as a development and senior chemist, I was responsible for calibrating and maintaining statistical control of our optical emission spectrometers and combustion instruments to ensure quality assurance. Our chemistry lab tests samples to ensure we have the specified chemistry not only on our final product, but also throughout iron making and steel making processes. Maintaining standards and providing accurate information to our team is critical and extremely time sensitive to ensure we are treating and refining our liquid steel with the required amount of alloys. Understanding properties and the periodic table of elements is imperative. We use X-ray fluorescence and combustion equipment to perform elemental and compound analysis of lime, iron ore, coal, coke, and slag samples. We use gas chromatography and wet chemistry techniques to test light oil, tar, and coke oven gas for aromatic compounds. Ensuring WHMIS and laboratory safety measures is a requirement and priority to protect our employees and the environment. I left a laboratory setting to apply my knowledge and experience to manufacturing and supply chain management. Being able to apply the same methodology and critical thinking that I learned at UW helped me grow, understand, and impact our business, identifying trends, patterns, and utilizing technical tools to improve our manufacturing processes and exceed our customers' expectations. It was evident that I was taught to adapt and possess the ability to learn. My role in inventory management required an in-depth knowledge of the chemistry of our different practices to ensure our products met the intended grade and specifications of the end user. Again, critical thinking and the ability to make important decisions ensured my success and the company's strategic objectives. In 2018, I joined the technical department as a process specialist. I have been able to work with my colleagues to significantly improve our products and processes. We have altered and improved the chemistry to make stronger and more resistant steel. I've spent the last few years dedicating much of my energy and focus to our batch anneal facility. It requires me to understand and apply thermodynamics, the effect of annealing temperatures on microstructures, tensile behavior, and to apply both Six Sigma and scientific methodologies. At Algoma, we are always improving, developing new grades, increasing capabilities, and looking forward to further transforming our business. Led by our CEO and fellow UW alumnus, Michael McQuaid, Algoma Steel is investing in its employees and our processes, optimizing and modernizing to become a more sustainable steel producer. We are moving forward on a $700 million transition into electric arc furnace steelmaking to become a leading producer of green steel by significantly reducing carbon emissions. To be successful in this journey, they are not only investing in my colleagues and I, but they are recruiting and working with academic institutions to continue our legacy in Canada. I've been very fortunate to be able to travel on business across North America to meet with customers, suppliers, service providers, competitors, politicians, and attend steel conferences. Whether you are a current student, recent graduate, or already well established in your career, I believe it is essential that you build relationships, effectively communicate, collaborate, and embrace diversity. The future is bright for Algoma Steel and the University of Waterloo, as we are both leaders in innovation and developing the next generation of steelmakers and scientists. It is great to see the Faculty of Science hosting events like this to further develop and provide past, present, and future students with examples of different career opportunities. I am forever grateful for the bonds I created at UW and to my family and friends for helping me cope with the challenges of university. The countless hours of classes, labs, research, and studying provided me with a foundation of different learning styles, the work ethic, and the ability to prioritize my time required in an industrial setting. I find science and the steel industry fascinating. I encourage you to never underestimate the possibilities that a degree in science from the University of Waterloo will provide. Be curious, be engaged, be data-driven, be a warrior. I look forward to any questions you may have. My contact information is provided, so I welcome you to connect with me on LinkedIn, send me an email, or pick up the phone and give me a call. Thank you for your time.